Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop, standing up to racism and racial injustice in the Black and brown community. Big Boy's neighborhood, been a neighbor in the neighborhood for a while, man. G-Eazy, welcome back to the neighborhood, bro. This is crazy like this, huh?
Yeah, no, this is definitely a weird way of doing it, man. But this is today,
Yeah, man, and it's not like G-Eazy, like we could wait it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even when it comes to material, it seems like you have been working for a while, but you can't wait it out. So it's a must that you bless us with new material as well, huh?
Yeah, I remember when the quarantine first hit, and God, it feels like forever ago now, but it was almost kind of cool. Like, wait, we actually just get to stay inside and, and not feel bad about it, buy all the macaroni and cheeses they got at the stores,
yeah.
and it was kind of cool. But then, you realize that there was no wait it out. I remember my manager telling me, oh, they're saying June 10th. And I felt like at the time, this was back in like April, I was like, June 10th.
Amen.
And here we are now in February. It sounded far, but now we're in February, and it's like, that was very far ago. So, it's just time to, human beings, we have to adapt and we have to face adversity when it comes to us and figure out ways to, to still connect. And so, really, it was just like, it was time to start rolling out the album, man.
Yeah, man. So when you do put so much into, putting an album together, these things happen too. Mm-hmm. When you go to that, you're like, man, there's a certain way that you want to release, and you have been working on it for it seems like a minute.
Big boy. It's been 3 years since my last album. I've done 350 songs for this project, bro. I've been recording for that long. 350 songs, putting it all in. So it's like when I finally release it, I want to be able to tour it. I want to be able to put it out right. I put that pressure on myself of wanting it to be perfect, but it's just like at a point, this is the world we're in, and the fans need music, man.
Yeah, man, and you can't wait it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait it out, bro, because we don't know how long. And people, I remember someone saying a while ago, which is crazy in pandemic terms, it's been a year, but they were like, we got to learn how to live with it because it's going to be here for a little bit. And that is true, man. We need music. And when I saw Provide, I was like, it just felt good. G-Eazy, out of 350 songs, bro, that you introduced us to a banger out the bat, right?
Yeah, come on. We had to come out the gate, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I saw the video as well, man. During the pandemic, how the hell do you cast all those people in a pandemic?
Hey, man, a lot of COVID tests.
Yeah. Yeah, so y'all really had to do it like that. That's just the new way.
No, that's the new way of doing it. And, just trying to make sure everybody's safe, obviously, respectfully. So,
yeah, man.
But just try to, the song is a vibe. It's it's a feel. It's a, it's a dose of positivity, I think, in times where we can use some optimism and just some good vibes.
Hey, man, and you know what I love about it too, G, is coming out the gate, like you always held your own. You know what I'm saying? And like Chris, when you get somebody like Chris Brown, Chris is gonna make a song go anyway. But even before Chris Brown come on, G, you already had me just on lyrics and swag and attitude. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been sloppy to me.
Come on,
took
man.
a nap on your pen, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time from you. That's high praise, man. So, that means the world to me. But that's my livelihood. I've been doing this for about, longer than I would care to admit at this point. But
yes, sir.
I've been doing this since I was a little young, a young whippersnapper, way back in the day, man.
As Fody would say, since you were a young mustache.
Yeah, a young mustache, So, naturally, making music is just what I've spent the majority of my life doing. And I take my craft seriously, but Chris is somebody who, the same, he's been doing this most of his life, and he's, one of the best that walks God's green earth at, his craft, like straight up. So, but he's always been solid to me, man. That's really my homie. He's always held me down. He was one of the first artists to ever really show me love on a personal level and professional level. And, he's just always been real. So us making music is nothing.
Hey, man, before you get here and, when you do get those looks and you and Chris Brown collaborate together, you know what I'm saying? And of course, this ain't the first get down, and not without saying any names, man, but early on or at any time, were there any collabs that you did hit somebody up and they did turn you down?
I mean, of course, but you know, it's crazy. The first story that comes to me, and I don't even know what made me think of this. I probably haven't thought of this in like years and years and years. But man, there was a group in the Bay. They were from Oakland. They were called the Team,
Mhm.
and this was back when I was in high school. And I remember on MySpace, I tried to message one of the guys, like my favorite member of the group. This was back in like 2005, and I remember I'm a real young mustache at this point. And I'm messaging him like, you know, what's up with a verse, how much? And I remember him writing me back. And at that time, I mean, he's a neighborhood superstar at that point. You know what I mean? Like in my eyes, that's as big as anything. And he goes, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, I do a verse for about a rack. You know, and in my mind, you might as well have said $1 million. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
shoot, man. I mean, I'll never make it there.
Hey, man,
So
but does that also kind of not humble you, but get you prepared for, man, maybe that's not ready for me right now, or it gets
yeah,
you prepared
absolutely,
for no, or
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. And just kind of like the context and just perspective to always have of humility of just like, you know, this mountain is big if you want to climb it. You
Mhm.
know, the journey is long. So, you know, just keep your head down, young mustache, and just keep grinding and just, you know what I'm saying? Just
Hey,
keep
man,
going.
how does
One
that
step at a time.
how does that prepare G-Eazy for now the position that you're in, where other people want the
Mhm.
verse, and you can't just give them out to
Yeah,
everybody, bro. You
nah,
know what I'm saying?
nah. I mean, it's on both sides because I give a lot, but at the same time, I have to like, you know, like you just said, you can't give it to everybody. So,
Right.
you know, it's just that perspective. I try to always be like present and like connect with as many artists as I can that reach out to me or that I get to cross paths with, you know, and at least give them some game, you know, and just try to inspire them to stay humble and stay focused and keep working. But
Hey, man, do you have a date for these things happening too?
yeah, in my mind.
In your
Yep.
head, hello, yeah, don't date
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Don't date yourself.
Is it ready where if you wanted to say, man, I could bring it out at any time, or you think you're still putting finishing touches on
I mean, here's the thing about art of any form. It's never
it?
done. It's just
Yeah.
you just walk away from it. And I heard somebody say the other day, you know, if it's perfect, then you took too long. You waited too
Wow.
long. So you have to know when to let go. And for me, you know, that's always hard, but at the same time, I'm just, you know, it's been so long and I put so much into this
Yeah.
album that at this point, I'm just desperate for the world to hear it, man. I'm really like my heart and soul is in this project. I can't wait.
Hey, man, when you say you record 350, how do you
Mhm.
pick your babies? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. It's you kill a lot of babies, man.
Yeah,
It's really
man.
ruthless. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's vulgar. It's bad. It's you know, it's hard. It's especially for me. It's like you know, as the guy who you know, my whole team we're all attached to him and we all are passionate about the project. But I'm like the guy that you know, what I mean, this is my
Yeah.
it's my life and my story. So you know, it's a hard process, but you know, you got to whittle it down.
Hey, G,
Nobody's trying to listen to a 350 song album.
how many, yeah, yeah, and that's Chris putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris put
Yeah.
45. I'm like, Chris, I'm still listening to the
Yeah.
45 track
Right.
album. Hey,
Yeah.
man,
Everything in doses.
when you do go and you record that many songs, and when you do say,
Hmm.
man, I gotta go ahead and kill some of the babies, and then when you have that product, but in your head with so many songs, how
Hmm.
many times could this album have coming out when you thought that
Yeah.
in the last year,
Yeah.
2, 3, like, oh, this is it, man.
Naturally, of course. Yeah, of course. And there was those moments. And you know, the moment was almost like a year ago. Um, you know, with the Still Be Friends record with Tyga and
Mhm.
Toy. And then the pandemic hits and it's like, okay, well, maybe we should, you know, ride this out, wait this out. And then like you said, you realize there's no wait this out. You know, it's kind of like so I mean, there's been a lot of times where a version of it could have been, but you know, it's everything happens for a reason.
Why did it take 3 years to kind of put the album together?
Well, the pandemic counts for one of them.
Yeah. That's damn
Um,
near a year. You know
and
what I'm
then,
saying?
but I would attribute most of it just to you know, me and my whole team like collectively share this like obsessive work ethic of,
Mhm.
you know, it can always be better, it can always be, and sometimes that can be, you know, a good or a bad thing because you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself and just like, you know what I'm saying, just get stuck in that place. But at the same time, you know, always pushing yourself and always trying to evolve and always trying to see what else you can do, you know, it's not bad. But like I said, art at a point just has to come out.
Is there a pressure to releasing an album by, damn near with the same name and already has success. You know what I'm saying?
Self-applied pressure for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because I mean, like prior to that album, I was unsigned. I was living out of a suitcase. I was just trying to get it any which way and reinvesting every dollar I ever made back into it, and funding my own videos and making a lot of beats myself and mixing and mastering stuff myself. So that album changed my life. That eventually got my mom into a home. That
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean. It's like took care of my family. So to circle back, it's kind of like you got to do that one right if you're gonna sequel the first album.
Yeah, hey man, and you always been one when you say, putting everything together, making the beats, but kind of living out, damn near out the car, out the suitcase, whatever it may be. It seemed like the Bay Area, man, it's just a different hustle as well.
It's a whole different hustle.
No matter where you are now,
that's how Charlie hustle.
Hello, how many stages? Like I see, it seemed like, man, it seemed like you would get off one stage, go to another stage, fly to Vegas, then be back in San Diego the next morning. Like you always appear to go and get it, bro.
Man, youth is a hell of a thing. I'll tell you that. Youth
I be at the house.
But yeah, I mean, because it's not gonna get itself,
right.
And like you said, man, the Bay, we have a long legacy and a long history of the independent hustle and the independent grind. So when your heroes, kind of embody that growing up, from Dre to Short to 40, to many more beyond that. But it's kind of just one of those things that's deeply ingrained in you, like to just get it independently, whether or not you're recognized by the rest of the world or the rest of the industry, as a whole or not.
Do you still
do it independently?
Do you still face any obstacles right now? Because I know that there's a lot of artists, man, or people that got to go with enoughs. And your enoughs was like, man, is he Bay enough? Is he hip hop enough? Is he enough? You know what I'm saying? Did you have to deal with those enoughs?
Yeah, absolutely, man. But what you have to realize is that I make what I want to make, but I can't make everybody happy.
Right. When do you come around to that? Is that an aha moment, or is that more of a dimmer?
Yeah, that's a moment of maturity, a maturation of just like acceptance of self and just confidence in yourself and knowledge of self and being like, I am who I am, and I know what I'm great at and what I'm who I am inside and out. So I mean, you're never gonna be able to make everybody happy. The world is wide.
Amen.
You got people on this side, you got people on this side.
And you travel the world. What do you miss now that we've been in this pandemic and this quarantine, bro? And
man, exactly that, big boy. Exactly that. Of just getting to travel the world and be on stages in front of the people that my music means something to.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, like I think at a point towards the end, it might have been getting a little bit, because I was on the road so much. I think I kind of enjoyed like the idea of, oh wait, I'm finally gonna be in my house for the first time for more than 4 or 5 days in a row since I've owned it.
Yeah.
But now that it's been 10, 11 months in this house, then it's a little, but yeah, just energy of people, man, of just being around people.
And that's what I was saying, man. Like I don't think, like I said, we didn't take it for granted, but now you're even more so like, oh my God, because I love people. And when I would go to shows, your show included, bro, I love watching shows from the audience. I love being around. You know what I'm saying? And
bro, it's crazy. I would always say that the dopest thing about getting to play festivals and stuff is that I also just get to go. And a lot of artists might not do that, but I'd be in the crowd or in front of the house and watching other people's sets as a spectator, just like, because I just love music, man. I'm a fan of this and I always will be. So
hey man, we just recently saw Versus with Too Short and 41. How big was that, not only for the Bay, but how big was that for hip hop to you?
I think that was incredibly huge.
Yeah, man.
For the Bay, I feel like, because that platform has done a great job. But you getting to see our heroes and the way they executed it, really feeling like it wasn't so much, a battle. It was a co-headlining event. It was like a celebration of Bay culture. The Bay won, and it was like they shined a light on, you know, on our region, on our culture, on our history, on our music. So I mean, but here's the thing, man. I mean, those are two of the longest running OGs in the industry. You know, two of the most prolific careers we've seen, in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of, you know, you talking about, you know, 25, 30 plus albums,
Yeah.
each of them, you
Yeah.
know, spanning decades. I mean, I'm going into my fourth album, and, you know, some of my older peers tell me, like, bro, like, be grateful. A lot of people don't make it to a fourth album,
Yeah.
you know, and that's number four. You know, E40's on number what, 33?
Hey man,
You
even
know,
when Short
so
was like, man, I was trying to count how many songs we got together, and I was like,
yeah,
damn, like people don't do
yeah.
50 solo records. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
bro,
As
no.
opposed
So
to like when you think you and Chris are what on your third collab right now?
yeah, yeah,
Think y'all got another 32 to damn near
yeah,
45 before you even touch that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
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 but no, when I saw that, man, and I remember even just typing in because I was watching that as a fan. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there at the living room and I'm typing in too, like,
Mm,
this is big for hip hop. Who wins? That
yeah.
people like, who wins? I was like, man, hip hop wins. I did an
Hip
interview. I
hop
was like, who
wins.
wins? I was
Yeah.
like, man. And when you said the Bay wins,
Mm,
that's even more of the texture and the turf for you because you've
yeah.
seen this and you've been there and that's home plate for you, bro. So to see that celebrated. And the one
Yeah.
thing I would say as well, especially with the Bay Area and the way that we get down on the West Coast too, man, is it's like uncharted. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
For
Like, you know,
sure.
like people didn't do it like us. You
Yeah.
know, and
Nah.
people got their own way and not disrespecting anyone, but people, for one, we weren't getting the looks. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We weren't getting the, you know, people was kind of watching us with their arms folded. And I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah. Yeah.
even early on with 40 Water, man, when I would tell people about E40, they'd be like, man, what is he saying? What is he
Yeah.
rapping about? And then there was a whole movement that I was
Mm,
privy to because my people from the Bay
yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
we didn't even get down here, let alone try to
Yeah.
take it to, you know, to the east or something like that,
I
man.
mean, the Bay is such a unique place. You know, our culture, our, you know, like so much about us, bro. Even the history. You know, it's we have a long standing history of, you know, of uniqueness, of
Mhm.
counterculture, of going against the grain. You know, from the Black Panthers,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, to you know, the peace and love, the hippies in the '60s. You know, to the hyphy movement, you know, to pimping culture. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's, you know, very unique, you know,
Is that
about
a
the
lot?
Bay.
Is that a lot to live up to as well? Not a pressure living up to, but you know, there's
No,
some great things that you just established right there as well.
yeah. Nah, not so much as just inspiring, you know, and that's what I was, you know, so in love with and inspired by and proud of, you know, growing up there. But you know, salute to you because you've always been one to champion the Bay and show love, and especially 40 Water, you know.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
Nah, but you know what, man? I love good people. I love good music, and I love good hustle. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yep.
and I love also, man, seeing people and when 40 did just that longevity, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And kept it his way. Same with Show Dog. So many others, man, just kept it their way.
Yeah.
You know, and even
Nah.
when things was getting goofy or the business was going a certain way, they stayed on the path, bro, and was like, all right, if y'all
Hmm.
gonna go over there, I'm still gonna go this way, and y'all can meet
Yeah.
me back over here.
And that's a bro, and that's a lot to learn from and be inspired by. You know what I'm saying? Is not to like, this game can get so fickle, you know,
Hmm.
and people will mold or adapt or fold or try to blend in or try to fit with what's popular right now or something like that, you know, as a ways to stay relevant or successful. And you know, I think there's a lot of integrity and respect to, you know, to somebody who's just like, look, bro, I am who I am, take me or leave me, you know, like
And
it is what it is.
I did
I'm gonna do
ask you
my
this
thing.
before, man, with so much, you know, everybody, you know, you bring an album out, you bring a song out. Back in the days,
Mhm.
used to just be, you know, maybe Billboard wrote something up, maybe Source gave you some mics, whatever it may be. But now everybody has a phone and everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you keep that clutter out of messing up your day or, you know,
Mhm.
trying to strike down something that you created?
It's a daily challenge, bro. There's no other way to put it, because you know, everybody has a voice.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like you said, I mean, you know, the voices were reserved for the people, you know, like you, with the credentials, with, you know, with a microphone in front of them, and in the place of, you know, having that voice for, you know, an established reason or whatever. And not to say everybody's opinion doesn't matter, because everybody deserves an opinion or whatever, but you know, you got to have the thick skin, and it
Yeah.
comes back to just knowing who you are. You know, I'm not gonna say that sometimes, you know, I haven't had days that have been completely destroyed
Right.
by checking my phone too early in the morning. You know, I try to stay off my phone, you know, when I wake up in the morning, just in case my day doesn't, you know, but it is what it is, man. You just gotta have thick skin for it.
What have you seen from anything from Provide? Have you looked at anything as far as the song or the video? Have you taken any temperatures?
Um, I try not to,
Yeah, yeah.
because there's really only so much you could tell like right off the bat. You know what I mean? Of course, it's exciting. You want to know, like, and for me, like, I'm sitting on so much music, and I want the album to be out, and I want people to
Amen.
hear it. But it's like, you know, you got to let it do its thing, man. I'll know in like 2 months.
Is it crazy when you say you sitting on so much? Because we think, oh man, Provide, G-Eazy, Chris Brown. You got to be sitting there like y'all have no idea.
Yeah, I'm ready for the 349 more.
Yeah, easy call. Hey man, do you have collabs on the album? Have you talked about any of that as of yet, G-Eazy? Or are you doing a rollout?
Yeah, I did a rollout.
Yeah,
Yeah, I talked about this one song. I mean, I did it early in the process, but I'm just still like, it's one of those timeless like hip hop records. But it's me and Lil Wayne,
okay.
and
Yeah, I
you
heard.
know,
Is that gonna make it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I fought for that one. That has to be on there.
And when you say you fought for it, how do you, man, you got to have a hell of an album if you got to fight for a Lil Wayne record.
Yeah, no. Actually, like as soon as I said that, I was like, well, that wasn't much of a fight. Some records I got to convince, but that one wasn't much of a nah.
But you do have great collabs on it.
Yeah, of course.
Why do you think people say yes to G-Eazy?
Because it's honest and it's pure and it's there, you know, and it's evident.
Yeah, and you also seem like you're not tainted. You know what I'm saying? I remember one night I saw you at this movie premiere, and you was dressed up very nice. You always dress well. You always seem like you come out to dress better than all of us, but we were talking about that later. And I remember I was like, man, like you just look clean, and I gave it to you. And then you was oh yeah, man, and you wearing this such and such sweatsuit, man. I had no idea what this sweatsuit was because my wife picked it up. Yeah. And when you was like, oh no, man, you wearing, to this day I still don't know what it is. You was like, oh, you wearing such and such. So that whole night I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. look at your boy over here, man. So as far as the album, man, these things happen too. It's coming. Are we talking before summer?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty, bro. And then whatever support we get, man, like we say, it's just a tricky time, man. So I don't know if it's smaller clubs that we'll start seeing in the summertime.
You know, I would love for it, but at the same time, I was thinking about this the other day. It's like it's weird to imagine because I'm, you know, been watching like all the football games, and it's like seeing the fans scattered around, you know,
man.
And in certain NBA arenas, it almost looks even worse because it's so scattered. Imagine like having this awkward moment of just like you're playing and you just like catch eye contact with like the one person in section.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know,
how you doing up there?
What's up, John?
Man, and I'm just wondering when we
hit these free throws,
when we do come back, what it's going to look like? Because you got to think, man, these be thousands of us at festivals and
I know, and music, you know, unfortunately, it's like I can't speak on what it's like to play in the NFL or the NBA, obviously, you know, but at least on our side, it would be very awkward if, you know, there was only, you know, 3,000 people in a 20,000 person arena. You know, it would feel empty in there.
Man, it almost feel like grind days too. Like, damn, I'm back to this.
Like, we really couldn't sell no tickets.
Hey man, how concerned are you with COVID-19 coronavirus? Has it come anywhere close to you?
Yeah, no, I caught it, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I caught it, and I was doing bad. I was doing real bad, man. I was, you know, I kind of started to worry because I started to lose my taste, and you know, and I was like eating food, and I was like, man, this is just not hitting the way it used to. Like, what's up with this? And then my body started aching, and then my cough was really bad, and then I was like, oh no, please don't tell me, you know.
Around what time was this?
This was like November.
Oh, okay, damn, man. Did you go public with that, or did I just kind of miss something?
Nah. I don't know. I don't think I did, but
yeah, man. You know. Anything after? Do you feel anything now? You feel like you pretty much 100?
Yeah, no, I've been good, you know, and grateful for that. But you know, I mean, this is very serious. It's to be taken extremely serious, you know, and like obviously it's a challenge, and it's, you know, people have, you know, the pandemic fatigue of just being over it and wanting to be outside and all that, but you know, at the same time, people are getting really sick and people are dying and people
Yeah,
are,
man.
you know,
Very
really
much so.
having a hard time with this. So it's like, you know, I think it's just about, like, this is a huge challenge and reminder of empathy on a whole society and culture level, you know, for people that you may not know or be related to or live with, you
Yeah.
know, being considered a complete strangers and our people as a whole, you know, just of just trying to, like, you know, do the right thing and just, you know, take care of people.
Are you watching the vaccine?
Yeah,
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 yeah. Like I tell
yeah.
people, I say, man, I didn't go get the first iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So I
I
didn't want
mean,
to get the.
here's the thing. Like, you know, I trust the scientists.
Yeah.
These people spent their whole life, you know, studying something that I didn't.
Mhm.
I wouldn't go be a dentist tomorrow, you know, because I would leave that job to somebody who went through all the schooling to learn
Right.
how to drill in teeth. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, so they know what they're talking about on a level that I don't. So, you know, when they say it's good, it's good. You know, you have to, like, we have to move forward. So you have
Yeah.
to have some trust. But fortunately for us, you know, we're not going to be the first ones to get it, so that's, we don't have a
Yeah.
choice in the matter.
Yeah. So we got to keep, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
continue to take care of yourself, man. But
Yeah,
I just wanted to catch up with you, bro. It's always good to see you in the neighborhood, man.
it's
Glad
great to
that you
see you too.
feeling well, and glad
Yep.
that you getting back and you doing what we
Yeah.
appreciate and what we love, man. Valentine's Day is right
Well,
around
yeah.
the corner. Do you celebrate?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
You know, it depends if there's a, you know, at the particular time somebody to celebrate with
yes,
in
sir.
the life. So, you know, yeah.
Yeah, hey man, do people think that you more suave and more of a lover? You know, because it's like this thing that we that people kind of throw on you with being smooth and everything, man.
Yeah.
Do you give extra thought into like a Valentine's Day gift, or do you just kind of wake up and it is what it is?
You know, I mean, somebody's wake up and it is what it is might be, you know, somebody's best attempt, you know. My
Mm-hmm.
wake up and get dressed might be somebody's, you know, best dressed day, you know.
Right. Are you a
It is
rose
what it
man?
is. Yeah, yeah.
Candy
Yeah,
man?
Venus and Flora is a good way to go. Venus and Flora.
Damn, now I gotta go to this.
Yeah, man.
What the hell is Venus and Flores? Is that something I can't afford?
I'll put you on game.
Okay, all right, put me
I'll
on
send
game.
you the link. I'll
And
send you the
also,
link.
when you send me the link, send a gift card. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But no, man, I
Yeah.
just wanted to catch it with you, brother. You keep yourself safe.
Man, great to see you, brother. Be
Man,
safe
great
too.
to see you, man. And God willing, man, if I don't see you
Yep.
soon, then I'll see you back in Zoom. You know what I'm
Yep. Yep.
saying? But you stay well, my brother, and it's always a
Yeah.
pleasure to
Bada
talk to
bing,
you,
bada
G.
boom. I'll see you on Zoom. Peace.
Hello, there it is right there, man.
All
G-Eazy
right.
in
Peace,
the
bro.
neighborhood, provide
Yay.
G-Eazy, Chris Brown, and don't forget, man, he definitely didn't come off the date of the album, but we got the title. You know
It's
what I'm
coming
saying?
soon. It's coming
Coming
soon.
soon. G-Eazy
It's
in the
coming
neighborhood,
soon
Big
from
Boy's
Gerald on
neighborhood.
Zoom.
Hello.
Yay.